Our dream on this property is to have food security. It's not just to be able to feed us and our animals, but to feed our community organically, regeneratively, with the permaculture feel. Another way that you can handle heavy bug pressure and pest pressure on your fruiting trees is to invest in something like this, a movable solar panel powered electric fence. And occasionally you move this fence to go underneath and around your fruiting trees, and you let the chickens dig underneath, and you let the chickens remove any kind of pest or bugs in the soil around your trees. This is part of the area that we'll be planting here in about a month. And these ladies and gentlemen are mixing in all this compost. They're kind of gently tilling my soil, and they're removing my cover crops. All right, guys, welcome back to Papa, Sammy, and Allie Bugs. Today we are putting in some peach trees here at Starkey Farmstead as we work on our food forest. So we've got the 1/4 acre no-till, heavy mulched, organic and regenerative garden down. We have got rotational grazing with chickens down. Last thing we needed to add were our berries and our fruiting trees. What you see here is Papa Sammy at 82 and his son-in-law putting in the peach tree. Now, a couple of things I want to point out. We picked a variety of peach tree that can grow in our subtropical climate here in USDA Zone 9B. We looked that up through our university, our agricultural state university, to make sure that we had a recommended type variety that would handle our extreme heat here in southeast Louisiana. Now, another thing about this peach tree variety we picked, it is a self-pollinator. What does that mean, Sam? It means I only need one. I don't have to worry about cross-pollination or anything else. All I need to do is plant it as close to my garden as possible where the bees can come and do a little work over here and pollinate this peach tree for me. Now, if you're from the South, you got to have peaches. We like peach cobbler. We like peach everything. And this is a good baking peach. Yeah, let's see what the type of peach I have going on, Daddy. It's called a Florida King. All right? Now, what we put in the hole underneath where we planted the peach tree was rotted horse manure, rotted hay, a little bit of rabbit urine, and some uncomposted fresh rabbit manure. That's going to feed this plant for the next several months. I won't need to do anything. Now, what time of year should you be putting your fruiting plants and your fruiting trees into the soil? Well, now, early to mid-February. These plants are dormant, which means they can handle cold weather. They're asleep, okay? If you wait in a hot subtropical environment, say end of April, the end of March, to put your fruit trees in, you guys, you're backing up a year of production because the heat's going to roll in mid-March, beginning of April and May, and you're not going to have a root system strong enough to withstand the 117 degrees and the no rain. So that is the point of why we're doing it. So the area that Stephen has chosen to put this peach tree is here. It's a little, apple tree. We just did the peach tree. I apologize. Now we're doing apple. Because they're self-pollinators, I can mix them up. Because I'm not an orchard, it doesn't matter. I don't need them all grouped together. So we opted to go peach, apple, peach. One, because we like a little variety in our life. But my husband made sure to pick high spots on the yard. We understand how the water runs through here. That way you don't drown your plant. Also, please make sure that you're going to put a watering tower in beside your plants, because after the tree, well, it's a little plant right now, but you're right, Daddy, good point. Once you get it planted and you are ready to start watering it, the first couple of months, you surface water. After that, you move to watering in a deep watering system so that you're training your roots to go deep so they can withstand the heat, you guys. Don't surface water fruiting trees, vines or berries after the first couple of months of them being in the soil, because you're setting it up to have a shallow root system and it won't be able to withstand the heat. or hard freeze for that matter, which Louisiana is getting more and more.
That won't hurt a thing.
Nah, all it is potting medium.
That's right, you got another right here.
So use it.
I'm gonna have to go buy about 3 pot feeding to pot them stuff at the house. I take wood pasteboard boxes and put plastic in them about that deep, and then I'll plant it.
What do you put in there? Potting mixture?
Yeah, with a little worm.
But what are you planting?
Anything I want to start.
Okay, like that's how you're starting it. Yeah. Okay, that's how you're seeding your potatoes and stuff like that.
Get it out and get it in the ground.
Yeah.
So the ones you give me, you say it's seeds, it's grass or what?
Yeah, that's a lemongrass, Daddy. So you can do it in an open tray, and then it's the purslane that you've been wanting.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's what we're going to be using as an understory. The ground cover to go around these trees is going to be a mixture of lemongrass, savannah grass, purslane. We're going to order some New Zealand white clover, and we're going to bring some comfrey over here. And as these trees root in, you guys, I'm going to put in a whole understory of different plants that will feed the soil and feed the tree long term. Because I'm not worried about feeding these plants with commercial fertilizers. I don't use them. So I need to make sure I'm going to plant different combinations under my trees. I'm going to keep the weeds down. It's going to keep the soil moist, and it's going to feed the microbiology in my soil. Always water it really well, you guys. And if you remember from the pomegranate, now it's time to put the heavy mulch. Plant, water, heavy mulch.